guys have been subscribed to my channel for a while, you'll know that whenever I talk about skincare, I always mention that I have very acne prone skin that is really oily, super sensitive, and scars very easily. So I have been literally trying to find my quote-unquote miracle products for years. I've tried just about everything and nothing ever seems to work. I think when I first started breaking out, I tried Retin-A and that worked for quite a while, and then all of a sudden it just kind of stopped working. After that, I tried so many different things. I would always go to the dermatologist. At one point, I just like gave up on the dermatologist and was just trying, like, you know, you'd be able to order like when Murad was just online, or like Proactive. Like, I've tried everything possible. So then I started going back to the dermatologist, tried all the new products that they had, and nothing would ever seem to work. Like, my skin would always still really break out. And I didn't start breaking out till a lot later in life. Like, I didn't have like acne as a kid or as a teenager. Mine kind of came, like, mine was more like hormonal. And every time I get a pimple, doesn't matter how big or how small my pimple is, I always get a scar. So I'm always trying to find something to get rid of the scar. So I definitely want to do an updated skincare routine if that's something you guys want to see, where I'll go more in depth on everything that I use. But what I want to show you guys right now is just the basics of what I've been using for like the past 4 months that I personally feel has made my skin better than it has been in years. So you guys may have heard about this. I've heard about this as acne.org. I've heard about this system for years, but I was kind of over trying to like order stuff online and try all these different things. The last time I went to the dermatologist, like the past several times, they kept switching what I was using. Nothing was working, so I was like, okay, this is like my last hope. Like, I'm just gonna try this. I've heard about it for so long. I've heard, you know, pretty good reviews on it. Let me just try it out. So initially when I tried it, I just purchased like these smaller sizes. There's different sizes you can get. They have these sizes, they have these little travel sizes, and then this is like their biggest sizes. I started off with the moisturizer, the cleanser, and then the benzoyl peroxide. The benzoyl peroxide is 2.5. So the key to this whole system is the benzoyl peroxide. Like I said, it's a gel formula. It's 2.5, which is really low because you can get 10% benzoyl peroxide in the drugstore, which obviously is much stronger than this, and will really dry your skin out. And a lot of times I think when I see it, it's more so for spot treatment, but they put this in a dosage where it's so low, but you have to use so much so that it wouldn't dry out or damage your skin as much as if you use 10% benzoyl peroxide and use as much as, like, you wouldn't be able to use as much as they make you use. So when you order the system, they give you a step-by-step guide. So you'll get this along with your products, which you can also, they also have a YouTube channel, so you can look online, and like the guy who started this, I think his name is Dan, he will show you exactly how to do every step, give you tips and tricks and all those kind of things. They have a website, obviously you can go to, where there's links to everything. There's links to dermatologists, there's like discussion boards on things people have used and that they've tried and what they recommend. I think there's like substitutions for these things. But another thing to mention about this system is, even if you don't use these products, I guess the techniques that they tell you to use, as far as like how gentle you want to be with your skin, how long you want to do certain things, is something you can incorporate into your skincare regimen, whether you use these or not. So what they tell you is like very specific. So there's a specific amount of product that you have to use for each thing, and there's certain techniques. Like, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. You can, like I said, I'll leave it linked below. You can watch the YouTube videos, all that stuff. But I just want to let you guys know what I've been using. So this is going on to like my 5th month using the product. And like I said, I feel like my skin is so much better. Like, I do still get occasional breakouts, but they're so mild and compared to what I used to get. I used to break out really bad. And now if I break out, it's like, you know, 1 or 2 like random pimples. It's not like all the time. Like before, I don't think I could go a week without having a breakout. Now it's like my skin doesn't even break out every week, which is crazy. Like, it's like, I don't know, like, I've never had something so effective work for my skin since I've been breaking out. I do still have some acne scarring. which I'm using products for that, but like I said, I will give all those details in my skincare regimen video. You don't have to buy the whole system. I think it's best to do the whole system. When I first started, I did the whole system, and like I said, they're very specific with the directions, so they want you to use nothing but that system, and that's only because you need to make sure that the products that you're using in this line are not breaking you out and that they're actually effective. If you're incorporating other products into this when you first start it, you're not going to know, like, if you're breaking out or if you're having some type of reaction, you're not going to know if it's from these products or from something you're using. So they just want to keep it super basic. Like, this is, I mean, good for men, women, anybody, because it's a cleanser, benzoyl peroxide, and a moisturizer. So after a month of being on the regimen, they say that you can incorporate their 10% glycolic acid, which basically is just like a gentle natural exfoliator, as opposed to using like something with like beads that are gonna like scrub your skin. You can put this on either on its own like every other night, or mix it into your moisturizer, which is what I did. So I did use this for a while, maybe like a few months, and then I stopped only because I don't know, I just feel like it wasn't doing anything for my skin. Maybe for some people it will work, but I felt like it wasn't doing anything for my skin, and it kind of makes, I mean, the moisturizer that you get is already kind of like, I don't want to say watery, but kind of watery, and so this just makes it even more so, and it's just like too much. The benzoyl peroxide will dry your skin out a lot. Like, that was something that was really hard to deal with, and I was like away doing stuff every single day when I started this system. So one thing they suggest is to incorporate some type of oil into your moisturizer. So the one that I had incorporated was the Farsali Volcanic Elixir, which is Tumanu oil. It's a hydrating moisturizer. It's Tumanu oil. And this is really good for acne prone skin. So I just thought this was awesome because it's so easy to just put, they think they recommend putting 6 drops, mixing 6 drops into your moisturizer, just to kind of give you that extra moisture, because your skin's going to be so dry. Like, it was so dry for me sometimes that I'm like, sometimes I would kind of like skip a day, or like, you're supposed to do it twice a day, I would skip maybe like the morning, because my skin was just like uncomfortably dry, and it can become super duper sensitive, which is why they don't suggest incorporating this till a month later, because you're just going to feel the sensitivity. Sometimes I would use this if my skin was just really, really dry, and I swear I'd feel like my skin is like on fire for like the first 2 minutes. It is not, and that's kind of normal. You don't want to feel that all the time, but that's kind of normal just because your skin is like adjusting to the benzoyl peroxide, and it's just so sensitive. Other than the dryness, it's so good. It's so worth it, because like I said, I'm going into like my 5th month now, and I think they say by like the 3rd or 4th month is when you'll start to see results, and that's totally true, because my skin is so good right now. But you definitely have to like stick it out. If you can just stick to it, like, you'll get through that dryness patch a lot quicker. What else can I tell you guys about this? Oh, the other thing to keep in mind is this system, although it's very simplified with 3 steps, it can be very, very time consuming, only because, like, for example, so when you wash your face, you're supposed to let it dry for 5 to 15 minutes, then put your benzoyl peroxide on, rub that in your face for like 3 minutes. And this is the thing too, it's going to be so much product that when you put on your face, you're going to be like, how in the world is all this going to absorb into my skin? But trust me, it will absorb into your skin. If you need to do it like in sections, like it says, maybe use 2 pumps. Do 1 pump, get that on your face, let it absorb a little bit, then do the next pump. I would just do all the pumps together, and just as you start moisturizing it or just like massaging it into your skin, it'll start absorbing. So yeah, it's gonna seem like, whoa, that's too much, but trust me, it's gonna absorb into your skin. Definitely know that you're gonna have to give yourself like 20 minutes or so, give or take. 20 minutes if you're doing the 5-minute breaks. If you're doing the 10 to 15 minute breaks, that's a lot longer, but about 20 minutes if you're doing the 5-minute, 3-minute steps. Yeah, so, but I mean, the more you, like, the longer you do it, like at this point now, like I said, I'm going into my 5th month of using this system. I've incorporated like my own things that are gonna suit my facial needs. Most of the time I still do the 5 3-minute intervals, but if I don't have time, like, I just wait a little shorter, but I do allow my skin to absorb the products. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you have tried a lot of things and nothing seems to be working, or maybe if you've just started working out really bad and you haven't tried anything and you're looking for something to try, definitely try the system, because like I said, I tried for years and years and years to find products that work for me. Even the dermatologist, the things that they prescribed, which were much stronger than this, just didn't work for me. But then I finally got this, and like I said, my skin has been better than it has been in years. So definitely try this out. If you guys have tried it, whether you liked it or not, let me know. I would love to see how this has worked for you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. If you guys want to see a more detailed updated skincare routine, because I do have other products that I use in addition to these, and I've kind of switched out some of these products for things that I like, but I still definitely use this 3.5 or 2.5 benzoyl peroxide, because that's the key factor in this whole process. Yeah, let me know if you guys want to see that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you're subscribed. Thumbs up this video so I know whether you liked it or not. And I will see you guys next time.